Hello dear and strong viewers, this is our weekly program for the week 23 until 30 of September. Ihsan Çepelik, member of Group Yorum, diagnosed with cancer. 16 months ago, Ihsan Çepelik, who was imprisoned by German imperialism for his revolutionary thoughts and being a member of Group Yorum music band, was diagnosed with cancer. Ihsan Çepelik was not taken for biopsy for 15 months due to prison conditions and the imposition of German imperialism. Despite numerous attempts by his lawyers and statements made in the court, his right to health had been aspired for 15 months. And in the last week, Ihsan Çepelik was diagnosed with cancer. Fascism and imperialism is trying to murder revolutionaries inside the prison by uprising their health conditions. Nazi receives a standing ovation in the Canadian Parliament. Imperialism support for the Nazi ideology continued. Last week, an event for a thankful for humanity but natural for imperialism took place. Zelensky, the president of neo-Nazi regime, made a speech in the Parliament of Canada, one of the most ardent supporters of his regime. During the speech, a fascist ex-soldier named Yaroslav Hank, who fought in one of the Nazi divisions during the Second World War, was given a standing ovation as a war hero. This outrage was made with a great public outrage.
We have here in the chamber today Ukrainian-Canadian war veteran from the Second World War who fought the Ukrainian independence against the Russians and continues to support the troops today, even at his age of 98. He's a Ukrainian hero, a Canadian hero, and we thank him for all his service.
While the Canadian leader, Trudeau, lied that he and Zelensky did not know that Hank was a Nazi, the Speaker of the Parliament, Rota, resigned from his post, declaring that the responsibility belonged to him. Imperialism has supported and patronized the Nazis since the beginning of its existence. The honor of fighting Nazism belongs only to revolutionaries. No fascist ideology can disappear without the disappearance of imperialism. Ayten Öztürk on trial for publishing a book about the tortures that she suffered. Ayten Öztürk, who was kidnapped from Lebanon by the Turkish fascism and tortured for 6 months in a secret intelligence base in Ankara and has been under house arrest for years, was tried for propaganda. The book of Ayten Öztürk, who wrote a book about the tortures she suffered, was considered as a propaganda and banned by AKP fascism. The fascist state, which wanted to cover up the torture, found a solution against its bans and courts. The next hearing will be held on 7th of November. In addition to these pressures, the house where Ayten Öztürk stays is frequently raided by the police under the pretext of a handcuff control. Torture is an unforgettable crime against humanity. We will continue to stand by all revolutionaries who resist torture, who are tortured, and to make their voices heard. Hüseyin Karaoğlan hunger strike resistance continue in Turkey. Resistance against isolation continue in Turkish prisons. These new heavy isolation type torture centers called SRY type and structures that are completely focused on destroying human psychology. Only revolutionaries resist against these tortures. Last week, the demand of Nedim Öztürk, who had been on hunger strike for more than 130 days, was accepted and he was transferred to another prison. After Öztürk's victory, another revolutionary prisoner, Hüseyin Karaoğlan, also started a hunger strike resistance. Imperialism aims to destroy revolutionaries all over the world through prisons and isolation. We will continue to make the voice of all revolutionary prisoners who resist against imperialism heard. News from Niger. Since the coming of the power of the anti-French imperialism military government in Niger, the agenda has not stopped. 3 important developments took place in Niger this week. First of all, Ambassador returned to France about a month after the military government that came to power on 26th of July gave Ambassador Ite 48 hours to leave country on 25th of August. In addition, Niger closed its airspace to France while French President Macron announced the withdrawal of all troops from Niger. In addition, jihadist organizations supported by imperialism have increased their activity in West Africa, especially in Niger. In the last attack, 12 Niger soldiers were killed by jihadists. Pro-imperialist coup attacked in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso military administrator announced that the coup attempt was thwarted by the intelligence and security services during the events that caused many demonstrators to take to the streets on 26th of September over coup rumors. In Burkina Faso, 4 high-ranking soldiers were arrested in connection with the coup attempt on 27th of September, while 2 people are wounded. The military prosecutor's office launched an investigation into the coup attempt, and arrests were made on charges of a conspiracy against the state. 2 former employees of the National Intelligence Organization are also wounded. This coup attempt happened the publication of articles by the French newspaper Jeune Afrique on growing disconnected tensions in Burkina Faso. The mayor of Volos in Greece, Achilleas Beos, slapped a man. The mayor of Volos in Greece, Achilleas Beos, slapped a man who was in the fluge because he reacted to the criminal policy of the government and the municipality, which left the entire people of the region helpless without infrastructure. The people can see the dirty face of capitalism and the fascist governors. 200 days on hunger strike for justice against 129 AB terror law of German imperialism. On 3rd of October, Edadenis Haydaroglu will be in 200 days of hunger strike and gain the land in severe near to 150. They are continuing the hunger strike resistance for abolish the 129 AB terror law of German imperialism and also for freedom of the 3 revolutionary prisoners, Özgür Emre, Sanç Pelik and Serkan Kipeli. On 3rd of October, they called all the people in front of Ministry of Justice to support the resistance. Dear Unburned Front TV viewers, this was our weekly program for the week 23 until 30 of September. Don't forget to follow us in our social media, in Telegram, in Twitter, in Facebook, and also in our YouTube channel, because follow the Unburned Front TV means that you are following the voice of the people of the world. Thank you very much. See you in the next program.